Another video. This is part 3 of the YouTube series I've been doing. If you guys been following, over the last 2 weeks, I dropped a couple of videos on support and resistances using simple strategies that almost anyone can do with a little homework. And today, what I'd like to do is help you set up, if you are on Webull or any other trading chart tool, you can actually set this up pretty quickly. Number one, make sure that you are using candlesticks as your chart. And I'm going to show you now how to set up EMA and also VWAP, and using these two combined indicators as a way to day trade certain stocks that might have a lot of momentum or volatility. All right, so with that being said, let's go in. All you're going to do is press edit indicators on your upper right hand side of the chart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap EMA, make sure that check mark is checked, and all you have to do is put length is 9 and go ahead and set a color. And I'm going to use black for my EMA. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go to VWAP here. All right, VWAP is I'm going to explain more. So I have a green check or green line for VWAP. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and click done. I'm using ACB as a example for you guys today. All right, so first thing I want to explain, what is a EMA? EMA is an exponential moving average. I think I talked about this last week, and all it's doing is that it's putting more weight on the most recent data. So you're getting a moving average line that's going to react much quicker to the price action than if you were to use a simple moving average. Now, what is a VWAP? A VWAP is volume weighted average price. It's doing a calculation, and basically the calculation it is that it's adding the high, low, and close and divided by 3, multiplied by the volume for that period, and then divided again by that period or the volume within that period. So I know that's a mouthful, but don't worry too much about the calculation. All you need to know is when to trade it using the VWAP line. All right, so the VWAP is almost essential to all day traders, and so is EMA. Some folks like to use MA50, etc. It's entirely up to you. You can actually test it out with different values to see what works out for you. For me, I like to set my stop losses very tight when I day trade, and I like to gain, for me, I do quick base hits. I don't always get 100% runners, but I like consistent day in and day out, 5, 10, 20% runners. All right, so with that being said, let's go and jump in. We can see that started in the pre-market with ACB. All right, it jumped up nearly, high as $8.51 here. All right, and this is what traders essentially look for. They like to get into a trade when it actually breaks VWAP. Okay, so here using my black line, you can see the price is starting to move out from the VWAP and above the VWAP as well. All right, and you can also use the EMA in conjunction and just to confirm the signal. And so this is what most day traders do. They simply look for the break above VWAP and the EMAs. Now you may be asking, well, when should I sell? Well, you should sell obviously when your profit target has reached, okay? And if you're not sure what your target profit is, you need to decide that before you get into the trade. Now, day trading is obviously very fast, so you're gonna have to train yourself to make fast decisions, okay? Whether it be good or if it's a wrong decision, we can evaluate that after the fact. But in day trading, you must secure profits, okay? So with that being said, here we see the VWAP line starting to trend, trying to curl here, and it actually jumped up once again. So this is a very good trade because you can actually hold on to your shares even when it starts accumulating after the big spike. Because why? It's still trading above VWAP and both my EMA9 lines. So you can keep your chart very clean without the RSI. Although I do recommend the RSI and MACD, but just having a very simple 2-line chart will give you tremendous profits. All right. So with that being said, check out how the pre-market went. So it reached reached a high of $10.55, and this is usually where most traders exit the trade. And why? Or how could you tell? Obviously, with 2 big red engulfing candles at the end of the spike. Okay. Here you can also see the EMA9, and also the VWAP is starting to trend in a downward motion. Okay, so this is generally where the kind of setup that you would like to see to maximize your trades. You don't need to have advanced methodologies to day trade. All you need is very two simple lines and go for the quick base hits here. All right. And obviously, as the day went on, we can see that the prices started dipping below VWAP. All right. And this is where usually, why do you get this, this all of a sudden the prices jump? Well, the prices jump because when prices break VWAP, it sets off people's scanners. All right. So this is where right here, when it starts breaking above or closing above VWAP, this is where day traders or scalpers are literally getting in for the ride, and they're selling off at the spike here, reading the candle formation. All right. And with that being said, look how the line, your EMA9, your EMA is actually just simply pretty flat at this point, and this is where generally most day traders just simply stay away from this stock. All right. And this is also sometimes bag holder territory because they've been holding since around this range and not sure when to sell. So with that being said, that's EMA and VWAP for you.